Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Bill Adams, and I'm here with Avery Mileger and Dr. Jason Pozner, and today we're going to talk to you about the top 3 myths of Botox and fillers. Give us myth number 1.
Okay, Botox and fillers are toxic and dangerous. I hear this quite often, and it's something that I discuss with a lot of patients, but I want to hear what your perspective is, Dr. Pozner.
I mean, we've been using toxins and fillers for 20-something years. These are the number 1 and number 2 procedures that all of us do in our offices for so many years. And in fact, the fillers are natural substances found in your normal cells. So, based on experience, these things are not toxic, they're not dangerous, and they are the number 1 procedures we do for so many years.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes though because it's botulinum toxin. That's what Botox is. But you understand this is a medically produced medicine. It's dosed precisely. This is totally different. This is controlled. It's done, like Jason said, millions of people all over the world. It's the number 1 non-surgical procedure.
And I think on top of it being, derived from a natural bacterium, I think another factor is that today's day and age, I think a lot of people believe that a lot of things are toxic, and I think everything in moderation is totally fine, especially when it comes from something that's natural. So.
Yeah, I mean, water's toxic.
Water is toxic if you have too much of it.
Yeah.
Moderation is key.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say that that myth is officially busted.
All right, JP. So we're moving on to myth number 2.
All right, myth number 2, and it's a really popular myth because I get this question all the time. Once you have Botox and fillers, you have to continue it forever. Bill, what do you think?
JP, this is such a myth. They're making a book out of it. I mean, the truth is, yeah, most patients, they do them for a long period of time because they really like them, but absolutely not. You don't have to you can do it one time if you don't like it. And I usually tell patients when they come in to see me, especially with Botox, I'll say, look, I like to be conservative to start out with, and we can always put more in, but I'm just going to start out with a very modest dose and see what they think, and then they can decide if they want to move on. So you can do one treatment and stop them, and there's no problem. There's no irreversible changes. It's not a big deal.
Well, I just think that the statement itself is a little bit confusing because having to do it forever is, nobody has to do something like that forever.
That's why it's a myth.
Now, yeah, I mean, but it's just weird to me. Now, some people want to, do it forever. So, I mean, it's up to you, but I mean, the consequences if you don't do it are that you're just gonna have some wrinkles come through, which is fine.
And there are some studies that show like long-term Botox actually weakens the muscle, so you may not need as much Botox in the future, so it's a good thing.
Right.
Okay, myth 2, debunked.
Okay, it's my turn for myth number 3. Myth number 3 is Botox is only for wrinkles. And that's a very popular assumption, but just not true. There's actually a lot of different things we can do for Botox these days. I'm gonna let my experts kind of talk more, but it's certainly, wrinkles are great. Patients love them for that, but we do other things with Botox. Right, Ellery?
Yeah, so while there is many uses and reasons for getting Botox, I want to start with one that I don't know if they've published a scholarly article on this, and that would be that it's a good antidepressant, or at least it works for me. Maybe we should write that, put that in writing.
I thought you were always happy.
I'm always happy, but it's because of Botox. To be serious though, we've got patients that come in for migraines, TMJ, also sweaty palms, sweaty armpit region. So there are some medical uses for it, and uses that are not just for wrinkles.
So like if you look at it from the company side of things, like Allergan and AbbVie, there's cosmetic use, which is wrinkles, and then there's therapeutic use, which, as Ellery said, it's migraines and kids with cerebral palsy and other movement disorders. But on the cosmetic side, I mean, we use this stuff for lots of things. We use it for platysmal bands. I'll put it in submandibular glands. I mean, if you have some chewing at night where you're having some jaw problems, as Ellery said, you do it for TMJ. So there's a lot of use with this product. I mean, we really use it in tons of areas.
Well, myth number 3, I think, case closed. That one is debunked. All right, well, thanks so much, y'all. Great show. And if you like this episode, please press the like button below And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest plastic surgery and more. Thanks for joining us this week on Behind the Mask. For Dr. Jason Pozner and Avery Mileger, I'm Dr. Bill Adams. See you next time.